host, Miss Danny from the Pleasant Hills Public Library, and I am so excited that you're here with me today for the triumphant return of STEAM stories. So let's see. Do you remember what all the letters in STEAM stand for? It's been a while, so let's see if you do. S stands for science. T stands for technology. E stands for engineering. A stands for arts. And M stands for mathematics. And today we will be using all 5 of those subject areas to do a really fun experiment. All of the supplies you'll need for our experiment are available in a handy-dandy take-home kit that are available in our lobby while supplies last. You can stop by any time we're open. You don't even have to come into the main library part if you don't want to, although I would love it if you came down and said hi. You can stop in and grab one. Now, I'm sure you're terribly curious. What is our experiment? What are we learning to make? Well, let me show you. We are going to be making these super cool Pom-Pom launchers. If you can't get our kit for whatever reason, you're going to need the following supplies. A cup with the bottom cut out. A balloon. Pom-poms, although you could also use mini marshmallows or any other small object. And some tape. In our kit, we have wrapped the masking tape around a straw for ease of access, but you could also use duct tape. In fact, it's a little bit better, but it's harder to package. In addition to those supplies found in the kit, you will also need some markers and scissors. So let's get started, and then we'll learn why it works. Start by using your markers to decorate the outside of your cup. If you're using washable markers, make sure to give a little bit of time after you draw so that the marker doesn't smear. Let's get coloring. Ta-da! What I love most about coloring is that there is no wrong way to do it. You can do it however makes you happy. And now, find your balloon, stretch it out, and blow it up as big as you can, but don't tie it. Now, you may be wondering why we blew our balloon up if we were just going to let it go. The point of that is to stretch it out to make the next part easier. You may notice that your balloon is very stretchy, but it has its limits. It can only stretch so far. And just like our muscles, we want to warm it up before we stretch it as much as we can. Next, take your scissors and cut off the mouthpiece to your balloon. It doesn't really matter how far back you cut, but you do want to leave some of that thinner area. Now, take your fingers and put them inside the balloon and stretch it as much as you can. Now, this next part is a little tricky, and it might help to have someone else with you to hold the cup still. I'm going to attempt to do it by myself, though. Let's see. Our goal here is to stretch our balloon over the open bottom of the cup. Ooh, it's tricky. I need to try again. There we go. I got it. Roll the balloon down as much as you can over the cup. There's still going to be a little bit of a tip, and we want that. Next, use your tape. Now, as I said before, if you have duct tape, it does work a little bit better, but masking tape works just as well. Unroll it from the straw if you're using it from our kit, and we gave you way more tape than you'll actually need, so you can cut it to fit. Wrap it around where the balloon meets the cup. And this just kind of secures it a little bit. It is not absolutely necessary. In fact, you can do this without tape at all, but like I said, it does make it a little bit more secure. All right, and now it is time to test our creation. In our kits, we provided you with a small and large pom-pom. And as I said before, you could use a mini marshmallow or a regular marshmallow or any other small, non-breakable object. We're going to start by testing one item first, but then we'll see if we can launch both. So place your object inside the cup. You should see it like that, sitting on your balloon. Hold your cup almost parallel with the ground, but tilted slightly upward first. After you've done this a few times, feel free to experiment with different ways of holding your launcher. Pull back on your balloon, making sure that your object goes back in there. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. You want it to be there so that the elasticity of the balloon launches your item forward. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! It worked! That's awesome. Now, let's see if we can get both objects to fly. Are you ready, friends? I'm loaded, and here they go. Not quite as impressive, but worth experimenting to see if we can get it to work better. So why do our Pom-Pom launchers launch? Well, it all comes down to the balloon. Balloons are made of a natural rubber latex, which is made up of polymers. What is a polymer? Well, a polymer is a molecule that is made up of lots and lots and lots of tiny molecules, which gives it that elasticity and stretch. A fun feature of polymers is that when they are stretched out, the polymers stack on top of each other. But when you let go, they return to their natural shape. For this experiment, that force of returning to its natural shape launches your pom-pom or other small object into the air. Isn't that cool? Well, now that you've made your new pom-pom launcher and hopefully mastered the technique of launching a pom-pom into the air, try using other small objects or multiple small objects. Try holding your launcher at different angles and see how that changes the velocity of the object. I hope you've enjoyed this experiment, friends. And I also hope that you join us next time on September 22nd when we learn how to make Cartesian divers. Until then, stay safe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!